McFly on the Wall. Exclusive and unlimited access to one of the UK's best loved bands. This show takes you into their homes, backstage, and into the minds of McFly. 7 UK #1s later, and McFly have gone from boy next door teen sensation to packing out arenas across the globe. They have a huge UK and international following, but it's their personal bond that has kept them together. Bandmates, best mates, and even housemates. Now Tom, Danny, Harry and Dougie are older, wiser and ready to prove that they're more than just a boy band. McFly are laying themselves bare for the very first time. Coming up, the tour takes off overseas. The band are mobbed as they touch down in Spain. And idle minds make for mischief as the guys let off steam. The band have had a quick break in their hectic tour schedule, which Tom put to good use by proposing to his long-term girlfriend, Giovanna. But now the lovebirds have to be separated again as the lads return to the day job. The Above the Noise tour moves on to the next leg. Viva España! McFly have got a 3-date tour in Spain, and the first stop is the country's 3rd largest city, Valencia, on the eastern coast. After a short flight from London, the band touched down on Spanish soil, but the guys are not prepared for what's waiting for them in the airport. McFly have a huge following in Spain, but the welcome they receive from ecstatic fans is truly overwhelming.
That excitement that we received at the airport was unbelievable. Like, we never in a million years would expect that. The fans that we do meet out here are real hardcore fans.
Even the police escort isn't enough to get the boys through the crowds as they end up being chased out of the arrival hall. It's a dizzying welcome to Valencia.
Hot pants weather, I think. Hot pants weather. That's my guy.
The boys have the evening off before the gig tomorrow night, and with some spare time, there's only one thing on Harry's mind.
There's Jim.
Over the years, the band have stayed in a lot of fancy hotels, but the novelty doesn't seem to have worn off.
Got a steam room and a sauna, look, and 2 dogs.
We should have come up a minute ago. It just took me about 5 minutes to work out how to use the key and get into the room.
You didn't realise that you had to put a key in, get out the lock to open it.
It's nice in there.
Wanting to sample the local culture, the guys have booked a restaurant with a difference for their first night in Spain.
We're going to a restaurant called Submarino, which is apparently underwater.
With Harry making the other 3 wait whilst he finishes in the gym, Dougie tries to impress with his Spanish.
Sí. Valencia. Madrid. Cafe Kalechi.
Imagine if you had a list as well. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias.
Guato.
Guato.
Oh no. Agua.
Senga. Agua Senga.
Agua Senga.
Tenga. Tenga.
Sengas. Stuff.
Still no sign of Harry. And with time to kill before dinner, Tom and Dougie resort to a game of Beat the Sliding Door?
We defeated the automatic door.
Finally, Harry arrives, but they're not going to let him get away with making them wait quite so easily. Tonight, the lads will be dining among hundreds of fishes, including a baby shark, at Valencia's top-class Submarino restaurant. Rather than attempt to improve their less-than-pidgin Spanish, the guys opt for a technological solution to the language barrier. And it produces some odd translations.
Anglerfish with skirt of warhead black. Savage sea bass.
Even when the food arrives, the confusion continues.
Thank you.
You should just pour water over yours in spite. To spite you.
The fish just slips into your mouth perfectly.
And in between courses, Danny entertains with his party trick.
We've seen this a million times, and every time he does it,
Not quite a million.
it gets all, everyone sat on the table goes.
It's going to be a good one, isn't it?
Get on with it. It's only half-an-hour episodes, mate, with advert breaks.
But some jokes just don't grow old, and Danny still gets a laugh from the table.
Hold on. It's also a chicken. Ant.
After dinner, the boys head back to the hotel to get a good night's sleep before the big gig tomorrow. Coming up, the guys hit the beach. Danny finds a way to deal with his pre-gig nerves. And finally, the lads get their kittle. McFly are in Valencia, Spain for the next date of their tour. After an amazing welcome from the fans at the airport yesterday, it's the day of the gig and the band are on their way to the venue. But they can't even get to their bus without being intercepted by fans. As ever, the guys are happy to pose for photos.
Hi, Danny. Hi.
Being the only single band member, Dougie comes in for some stick.
Dougie just fell in love with that fan.
No, I didn't, Tom.
Yes,
no, I
you
didn't.
did.
I did.
You're blushing. I think you're blushing.
Dougie and a fan of poetry. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. You just made up your own melody for that
Not
song.
the melody.
Huh?
At the arena, however, it seems there are a few fans who would happily sit in a tree with any of the band. After arriving unnoticed at the venue, Danny decides to take a quick peek at the fans that have gathered outside. Oh, careful they don't spot you. Careful. He just can't resist the attention.
There you go. That's how fans is there. I will see you all. I'm the old gunner. Naughty, naughty.
You know, reactions like that, it's like Beatlemania, and it's just amazing. We're so lucky to have that reaction. People say, do you get sick of it? And we're like, no. The day it stops, I'll get sick.
With an hour to go before the guys are due on stage, the doors open to allow the fans inside, and it's a mad dash to get the best view. But the fans are going to have to wait a little bit longer because the support band are late, and that's caused a knock-on effect.
Hey, it's running around. We're meant to be on stage half an hour ago. What happens is when we're late?
I use up all my energy doing silly things in the dressing room.
And it's not just Tom that's gone a little stir-crazy. As they wait, Danny decides to pay homage to the local culture in his own special way. Say, ballet meets flamenco meets river dance. Oh, you just have an injury, Danny. Finally, it's time to hit the stage.
Showtime! Are we doing tonight? You're going to forget your lyrics, aren't you?
And for the fans, it's well worth the wait. As the guys take their place on stage, Dougie is keen to show off his language skills.
Hey, wait. Check out my little bit of Spanish on there. I know. See? Café con leche. Are you okay? Sweet.
Judging by the banners, the fans' English is a tad better than Dougie's Spanish. The guys have a special treat in store for a group of girls on a hen night they met on the plane on the way over.
There's a group of English ladies here tonight. I don't know where they are. Wow! The back! This next song is for you and your future husband.
They decided to dedicate It's All About You to me and my future husband, which is really nice.
But despite her imminent nuptials, the bride-to-be has got a secret crush on one of the band.
One of the McFly, if you had to choose. Dougie.
She chose Dougie. She met me.
Never mind. As the concert continues, it's clear that the crowd are loving every minute, and one fan shows her appreciation in a very special way. And the guys lap it up. It's an emotional end to their first gig in Spain. Backstage after the show, the band are chilling out, and ever-confident Danny is happy to strut his half-naked stuff until he bumps into the hen party. While Dougie and Harry get the girls' verdict on the gig, Tom tries to apply a little self-physio.
Our physio Ryan isn't here, and when he's not here, I don't know what to do.
After such a great night, there's only one way to celebrate. Male bonding. This is definitely one for the ladies.
I sort of got in there and out quickly before I got taken advantage of.
Leaving them to it, Danny gives us a tour around their luxury tour bus.
This is our little kitchen area. L shape. I went for open plan. Here's Russ. You've met Russ before.
Who's that?
He was in
Oh,
episode.
it's you lot. Hello.
I think he was in episode 2 or 3, cleaning the bus for us. This is the lounge area downstairs. I'd say this was probably where dreams are made, and then you go upstairs to fulfill them. Come upstairs, I'll show you some bunks. You got a little fan, so we all take fans to bed. Yeah, like what I did there, didn't you?
Talking of which, some brave fans have climbed a 12-foot wall to catch a glimpse of the band before they leave. Careful now.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Cartel! Cartel!
With the conversation not really going anywhere, Danny finally gives up.
See ya!
And as the bus leaves the venue, the fans are so desperate to get near to the band that they're happy to pose for photos with the cameraman. After a comfortable rest on the tour bus, the guys get a morning off, and we're better to kill time than on the beach.
I mean, the sea is always really inspiring, like seeing such a grand, vast space. I always find that really, like, you ever get that thing where you realise you're actually on a planet?
Yes, sometimes, Tom. Sometimes, yeah. Cosmic. Most people take time out at the beach to sit and chill, but not McFly. Their aim is to play as many silly games as possible.
Holy shit!
In a bizarre twist, the conversation comes round to me.
Trouble is now, all I can hear is Edith's voice over everything that we do.
Hi guys!
You alright?
Yeah.
How's your day going, Edith?
Sweet.
Say something dirty.
Bottoms.
What are you wearing?
No.
It's good.
Moving on. Being the Joker, Dougie volunteers to lie down and be buried, purely for their amusement.
You've almost done it, you've almost done it. Right, am I just ahead now? You patted too tight out there! Can't feel my fucking legs!
And it's a chance to put their artistic skills to the test.
Is that an arm?
What is that? It's a kind of merman with breasts. Rather pleased with their efforts, the guys head off. Haven't you forgotten someone? But it's not long before the band are back together and the tour rolls on. And everywhere they go, they get a huge Spanish welcome. As ever, there's the usual promo and interview work to be done.
We love Spain, we love the weather, the ham, the women, the football, and the sights.
And it's a chance for the guys to show off their newly learnt Spanish.
Sí. Hola, ¿qué tal? Café con leche. ¿Cómo está?
Having played 3 killer nights, the band finish in Barcelona and have found a new and novel way to celebrate. It's clear that the band have enjoyed their Spanish experience.
It keeps things fresh and exciting going out to new places, and it's always different. It's just fun.
Next week on the final episode of McFly on the Wall, it's the big one, Wembley!
So nervous, I don't even want to get my hair wet.
Backstage, Tom's nerves get the better of him. And for some fans, it all becomes a little too much.
I hope you enjoyed the show.
Well, it's that part of the show where we challenge each other in some crazy, wacky dares. Over the last few weeks, you've seen us freeze, electrocute, and gorge ourselves. Hope you enjoyed.
One by one, you come in, you got 30 seconds each to make one of us laugh.
Don't do it! Don't catch me, Harry! Don't do it! No, Harry!
That's definitely laughing.
Teabag. Where did you get that? I'm a naughty boy, Harry.
To find out who wins, check out www.channel5.com/McFly.